YouTubers, and welcome back to the Dennis Bloodnok Channel. Now in this video we are going to compare the video capabilities of the Nikon D780 here with the 50mm f1.4G lens versus this, the Nikon D750 here with the 85mm f1.8G lens. Now the thing is that the D780, as you may already know, can film 4K up to 30 frames per second and 1080p up to 120 frames per second. Now the D750 isn't capable of doing any of that. So I am going to test video at a frame rate and at a resolution that both cameras are capable of. Now my choice of resolution and my choice of frame rate is 1080p 50 frames per second. There is a particular reason for this. Here in the UK, electricity runs at 50 Hertz. This may be different in other nations, may be different in your country. But as I say, in the UK, electricity runs at 50 Hertz. And this means that lights, especially things like neon lights, are as such switching on and off 50 times per second. But this is something that our eyes cannot detect. But if you shoot at a different frame rate, especially if you shoot at a frame rate that is more than 50 frames per second, you will get flickering in your footage. Therefore, I'm going to shoot 50 frames per second, 1080p on both cameras. We will swap lenses. We will try both of them at both 85mm and 50mm, and we will compare image and colour quality. Let's just see what change there has been in the five and a half years since the release of the Nikon D750 in late 2014 and the release of the Nikon D780 in January of 2020. So let's see what we get.
We can take my Lambo. I'll put on a tight show. You sure you can handle?
So here we are, YouTubers, with the first video test. In this case, on both cameras, I'm shooting in the standard colour profile. Again, to give a level playing field. In this case, this is the D780 at 1080p, 50 frames per second, 1/50th of a second shutter speed, using the 50mm f1.4G lens, but an f2.8 aperture, an ISO of 2000. So see what you think. In comparison to this, the Nikon D750 using the 85mm f1.8 lens, also at f2.8, standard profile, 50 frames per second, 1080p and 1/50th of a second shutter speed. 50 frames per second frame rate. Let's see if there are any differences or similarities.
Be faster than Jacob.
Can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Hello, boys. I bet you're a bit disappointed, aren't you, lads?
Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop. Okay.
So here we are with places changed. We are now shooting with the D750 as the A camera with the 50mm lens, and the D780 as the B camera with the 85mm lens. We still have f2.8 on both lenses, and we are still shooting at 1080p, 50 frames per second, 1/50th of a second shutter speed on both cameras. So let us see the difference.
You sure you can handle? Okay, we can take my...
Well, YouTubers, this was only one test using two cameras, two lenses in an indoor location, using indoor living room lighting. So only a certain amount of conclusions can be drawn from this test, but I must say that there is quite a sizable difference in colour and image quality on the D780 in comparison to the video of the D750. I personally am quite surprised by the level of difference, and so in future videos I'm going to do more testing, more comparison of the video footage from these two cameras in outdoor sunny lighting and other indoor lighting, including using some of my proper studio lights. So please stay tuned for more tests and more results. Many thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and Dennis Bloodnok will return in the next video. Thank you.
I put on a tight jacket. You sure you can handle?